Hey, what's up everybody? I am Jason and you're watching my channel, Micro Investor. So in this video, we're going to be talking about movie theater stocks. And just like the clickbait title says, are movie theaters doomed? That is the question. So a lot of industries are going to be back to normal eventually at some point in time, like the casino industry, the restaurant industry, the airline industry, as well as, of course, cruise lines. People will eventually go back to normal life. But movie theaters, they've actually been under attack for a while with online streaming. And that's why I'm bringing up this subject in this video. So with movie theaters everywhere closed, there were some big budget movies that had recently came out to theaters that didn't get a good run, that actually, bombed in the box office, of course. And so what the studios decided to do was they decided to instead, try to regain some of their losses by making these movies available to rent, to stream. There's a few titles that are, available right now to be able to be streamed. And big budget movies with real popular actors skipping theaters and going straight into streaming isn't anything new. I mean, just look at Netflix, for example. They've been doing that stuff for a while now, and people absolutely love it. So let's look at AMC stock over the last 5 years. So we can see the comparison from AMC stock in 2016 to where AMC stock is in 2020. It's a big difference. And that's not just because of what's going on in the world right now. Just back in February, AMC stock was only trading for in the $7 range. And some people are probably wondering, well, were there any stock splits on this? And I couldn't find any. So I looked into it if there was any stock splits in the last 5 years. I didn't see any. And their income statement shows that their last reported net income was negative $149 million. And on their balance sheet, it says that they have $265 million in cash and $10.35 billion in debt. That $250 million in cash really isn't that much when you look at how many movie theaters and screens that AMC has. AMC has about 1,000 movie theaters with a total of 11,000 screens. So they're a big player in the whole movie theater industry in general with how many screens they have. And I don't know how many people know this, but movie theaters don't actually make a whole lot of money off the sale of a ticket. They make the majority of their money off of selling concessions, popcorn, candy, sodas, pizza, beer even. That's where the majority of their money comes from. It's not from the sale of the movie tickets, actually. The movie studios actually take a big portion of the ticket price, and they've actually been testing the waters on this whole streaming thing in general. They've been seeing what Netflix has been doing, and they know that's an area where they kind of need to focus on anyways. But not all movie theater companies are the same. So Cinemark, for example, ticker symbol CNK, they have much less theaters than AMC. They got 550 theaters and 6,100 screens. And their stock has been performing just fine over the last 5 years. And not only that, they have much less debt and even more cash on hand. Cinemark's net income is $190 million, and their balance sheet, it says they have $488 million in cash and total debt of $3.39 billion. So much different than AMC is, for sure. Now, I don't know what's been working out so well for Cinemark that's not for AMC. I don't know if it's just a much better movie theater experience, but what I do know is that Cinemark is sitting in a much better position, and they can easily borrow more money. They have more cash on hand, and not only that, they've been used to paying out a dividend, so that's something that they can also cut to also help out their income in the future. Now let's look at IMAX, ticker symbol IMAX. Now their stock hasn't had the best performance over the last 5 years, but their income statement shows that their net income is $46.87 million, and their balance sheet uh, looks pretty good. Their total cash is 109.5 million, and their total debt is 36.91 million. So they have more cash on hand than they have debt at this moment. And IMAX not having that much debt puts them in a position where they can easily borrow more money if they want. So, of course, in the future, all these theaters are going to have a balance sheet that looks completely different than they do now because, well, they're all closed at the moment, and no one has an idea when they're going to reopen. And when movie theaters do reopen, how long will it take for them to run like they were before? And when they're doing that, will studios still release the new movies to theaters and streaming at the same time? And say, what if one of these movie theater companies was to go out of business? Does one of these other studios buy that company, or would movie studios even care that a giant movie theater company was going out of business because simply they can just put the movie out to be able to be streamed? So these are all questions that I'm pondering, and I would like to know your guys' opinion. So please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I have new videos coming out on my channel all the time. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next video coming very soon. Thank you for watching.